We didn't realise it was going to be as big as it actually got. At first we thought it was just going to be a few days and we'd probably cope just with our normal volunteers that pop in. When we put the call out for some help, Amy was one of the first that came in to help, thank goodness, to help us with quantities and so forth. The radio played a great part of that, and once they came in we got organised, we did rosters, and from there, we formed a really good team and we kept going. One person in particular, my friend Amy, they lost their family home, but Amy still turned up and helped us week after week, even after losing her family home, which was really difficult. But Amy still turned up and she still helped us, and without her help, we probably couldn't have got through it as well as we did.
This issue wasn't going away and we were going to be catering for quite some time. We basically had to turn the fire shed into a function centre to be able to feed everyone. So we did a ring around and got catering equipment, tables and chairs, set it up like a dining room and a commercial kitchen so that we could make sure that everybody had a hot meal when they got back on the trucks. We had trucks coming back anywhere from sort of 6 o'clock to midnight to sometimes 2 in the morning, and we didn't want anyone to be hungry when they got back, so we didn't lock up the shed until we knew that the last fire truck had rolled in. And all of the community, where we got all the equipment from, jumped to, said meet me where it is. We picked it up and we had it here for, I think it was about 3 months. We had the equipment donated by everyone in the community. That's what made it possible, knowing where the equipment was, knowing who could help, where the suppliers were, and that just made it all come together and made it easy for us to be able to do our bit.
So after the fires we realised that we needed an action plan. We got together as a brigade and we did a whiteboard of who we could get stuff off, what suppliers, things that we might need in an emergency or a disaster. So we've got an action plan together and we've written that down, and even volunteers, because they're a very important part of it, having people that you can have to back you up, to help you out if things start to get really difficult.
And it's really important to know what equipment you have in your communities. List it all, know where the equipment is, know what the suppliers can supply you with. Makes it a lot easier when there's an event like this that happens.
It was so good to know, after being on the truck all day, or while you were out there all day, that there was going to be a warm meal for you when you got back.
After having been out in a fire ground, and quite often these shifts were sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 15 hours, it was always really lovely to come back at the end of a shift and be catered for and well fed.
So we've been talking about the Braidwood community and what we did here, but it can happen in any community. Every community has the resources to be able to tackle an event like this and get through it. So go out into your community, find out where your equipment is, find out where your suppliers are, make a list, put out a call for people that would be willing to volunteer so that you've got numbers that you can call in to get you started, and then from there, communities come together in such catastrophes.